Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful background you're looking at is the Avalanche table, the Avalanche plan of the Uptowndollar Club. Okay, going by the word Avalanche means huge, means large. So it simply means that a large amount of money, huge amount of money is what members will be making from this wing, the Avalanche wing, which is one of the branches of the business of the Uptowndollar Club. Now, very quickly, the Avalanche activation is $5. Okay, so with this $5, for the purpose of this training, we shall use the figure 1, 2, 3, 4 to represent the downline. Why this is what A. So in order to make it very simple to explain, now you look at this table. This is what we call 4 by 2 auto recycler structure. So this 4 by 2, how is it described as 4 by 2? Because this is layer 1, layer 2, layer 1, and layer, now layer 1 and layer 2, then by 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why it's called 4 by 2. That is horizontally 4 and vertically 2 generational levels. So that's why it's called 4 by 2 recycler matrix. Recycler in the sense that once a member is done earning from completing the spot on this table, such a member, the account is recycled, and such a member continue to earn again from the same level. So in the Avalanche plan, somebody can earn in both level 1, level 2, level 3 to the highest number of level at the same time. So for the fact that you are in level 5 doesn't mean that you cannot earn in level 1 after you have done a complete earning in all the spots. So the Avalanche plan has 20 stages or 20 levels. Each level is a double of the previous value. Like in level 1 is 5, to activate is $5. So level 2 is $10, level 3 is $20, level 4 is $40, levels 3. So at every other level, it's double of the previous level down to the 20th level. So, but how does the income work? For instance, you are Mr. A. You are Mr. A here. You came in with $5, so your $5 is splitted to 2 persons ahead of you, because it goes by the structure of 50 over 50. 50% of what you come in with goes to your immediate upline, and while the other 50% goes to the upline of your upline. So bringing that analogy here, you look at Mr. A now, who has this person. This first person comes in here as the first number 1. Here the number 1 is coming in with $5. The $5 is divided into 50%. So the first $2.50, which is the half of the $5, comes to you, while the other $2.50 goes to the upline of Mr. A, assuming Mr. Z. Okay, this is Mr. A, this is Mr. A, and the upline of Mr. A is Mr. B. So this person comes in with $5, $2.50 come here, and the other $2.50 comes here. Then that is all for the first person. Then number 2 comes in the same situation, $2.50 to Mr. A, $2.50 to the upline of Mr. A. Then the third, and then the fourth. At the end of the day, 4 persons has just come under Mr. A, amounting to $2.50 by 4, which equals to what? $10. So now remember that when $2.50 comes to you, the other $2.50 that goes to your upline also amounts to $10. So that $10 upgrades Mr. A now to level 2, because he has earned $2.50 from each of the first four. Each of the first four here that all came in with $5, $2.50 was earned by Mr. A from each of them, amounting to what? $10. While the other $2.50 also amounting to $10 that went to the upline of Mr. A upgrades Mr. A to the next level, which is level 2. So this same pattern is followed all through from this level 1 down to level 20. Now let's talk about what happens to the second generation down here we're looking at. Now, Mr. 1 now has brought in his own 4 people. You understand? Out of his 4 people, you see 3 in green and 1 in yellow. The 3 in green, each of the 3 in green that came in with $5, the $5 is divided into the same situation that happens here is not happening here. But the difference here is that each of the first 3 persons here, the $2.50 comes to Mr. Walt A, while the other $2.50 goes as spillover to the luckiest person in the community. So this happens to the first person of number 1, the second person of number 1, and the third person of number 1. So 50% of the $5 each of them brought came to Mr. A, while the other 50% goes to the community as spillover. So what is left is the one in yellow. Now what happened to the spot in yellow? The spot in yellow here is that the money coming in from this spot is not earned by neither A or B or nobody earns it. That income goes into the system mining pool. We know we have a mining system for the community, so that $5 goes to the mining pool. So the same situation happens here. The yellow spot here and the yellow spot here, all of this income goes to the mining pool. Of course, we know that the mining pool is a public fund where people, through advertisement, they now mine that dollar into their individual pocket or individual wallet. So the last to explain here is the number 4 here. What we see, there is no yellow in number 4. Instead, what we have is 2 spots in green and 2 spots in white. The first 2 spots in green here is a situation where that is similar to a situation in the in the downline of under 1 and the downline of under 2. What happened here is that 50% of the first person under the position downline number 4 here, the first person here, $2.50 goes to Mr. A, while the other $2.50 goes as spillover. The same thing happens to the next one here, except for the spot that is painted in white. So income coming in from the 2 spots in white also goes into the mining pool to be added to whatever that is in the mining pool, making more funds available for miners and those who perform tasks in the community. You see, we have a compact business that only God can destroy this project. Nothing else can destroy this project. It's going to stand the test of time, the finest business in the world. You understand? Because the kind of money members will be making from the starters plan, then it's unimaginable. Then they will also be making money from the prestige plan, and last but not the least, people will be making money from this Avalanche plan. You guys cannot, in fact, you guys have no idea the stupendous amount of money everybody's going to make from this Uptowndollar club. I believe that we all have understood the Avalanche class of this Uptowndollar, and this is how members are going to be making money from each level. the sweetest thing about it is that these things are all on the smart contract. It's on the smart contract protocol, and this business is going to be the finest in the world, decentralized and automated. So guys, all you need to do is to just get ready for this project, and then next to follow is testimonies on top of testimonies on top of testimonies. Thank you for watching. God bless you. I will see you shortly.